Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tasha Lewis Jean, however my Vibe Tribe calls me the TLJ. And today we're going to go over the bags that were purchased while I was in Barcelona for my vacation slash birthday trip. We did a quick trip to the outlets, La Roca Village, which is in Barcelona. Think Bista Village in London. That's what La Roca Village is like. And so they have a little bit less stores. It's not as big as Vista Village, but the same partners are there, such as Saint Laurent, Loewe, and Feragamo. And those were the bags that I was after. So let's take a look at some of my bags. So we'll start off with Saint Laurent, because I am a Saint Laurent girl. YSL, absolutely. And so got this beautiful clutch. Reminds me of Joan Clayton. So for me, love the big clutch and just the YSL there. And oh, look who's come to join us to be nosy about what was purchased. So it is huge. It's pillow-like, and it's got all sorts of room, and it has a internal zip. So here we are, and that was actually the first stop. Right after we got off the bus, we took a little shuttle bus to La Roca Village, and the first stop, the first store that I ran into, Saint Laurent. Now, the Saint Laurent, the customer service was at best. I was looking at I looked at their ready to wear. I was looking at some other pieces, but the customer service was, it wasn't until I whipped out my credit card that I got any type of attention or whatnot when I selected my bag. And so for me, probably would have purchased more if the service was a little bit better. But that's my first purchase, was the Saint Laurent clutch. And then we went into the next stop was Feragamo. And so the name of this bag is the Sophia. So as a Golden Girls lover, I was very happy to have a bag called the Sophia. So nice little dust bag for me, and it is a substantial bag. It is beautiful. The leather, impeccable. The hardware on this bag is just, I'm a top handle girl, so it does have a strap, but yeah, it's going to be more for show than anything. Doubtful. I would definitely, and the strap also has its own bag, its own little Ferragamo branded bag as well. So, but yeah, I am so the top handle girl. So it has its own little bag as well. It has almost a built-in card holder. So definitely very excited to add the Sophia to my bag shelf. And so there she is, just beautiful. She's gorgeous. So she's being added. So we have added the Sophia. And just look at the top handle. I mean, this thing is substantial. It's not like you have to worry about wearing it down. So this bag, 10 out of 10, I would recommend from Ferragamo. It's not even the bag that I came in there for. The bag I came in there for is one I've seen a couple other influencers have, and I'll link it in the description for you. And it was red, and it almost kind of had like a patent leather finish to it. It's beautiful, but this was so much better. And I was looking for a top handle black bag. I actually don't have that. And so, in the last piece, and the service, the essays in Ferragamo, chef's kiss. Service was impeccable. I was going between this one or Burgundy, because you know Burgundy is my latest obsession. And so went back and forth, back and forth. It wasn't until I actually got to the register, even then I'm like, do I want the burgundy? I'm like, you know what? I need the black. I need a black top handle. And so I was like, all right, we're going with what I need. I have other burgundy bags. And so I wanted to, and they were just great. Absolute customer service, top notch at Feragamo at Loewe Village. And so finally, my first Loewe bag. Now, the only thing I have from Loewe is I have two sunglasses and a t-shirt. Because, you know, I love my luxury t-shirts, designer t-shirts. So, my first Loewe, and so they didn't have any puzzles in there, but they had a puzzle tote. So I went with the Loewe puzzle tote. And so for them, and it is plum, is her color is plum. And so you would just open her up. And I thought it was only the raffia one that did this, and they're like, no, the leather one does it as well. And this bag is just, it is perfection. And then they have service on it, so I can go into the nearest Loewe, have her cleaned and serviced if I have any issues, and it's a lifetime guaranteed with Loewe. And she is beautiful, and she is easy for when I have to travel with her for packing her, because she just folds up. Isn't it great? I love the color, and I love that I can just fold her up and put her in my suitcase with no problem. And your girl loves a tote. I mean, absolutely love a tote. But yes, those were the 3 handbags that I purchased while at Loewe Village. My Joan Clayton beautiful black clutch, my Feragamo top handle, Sophia, and then this beautiful Loewe puzzle tote in this plum color. The Loewe essay, he was fantastic. He was very sweet. He was young, and so it just made it a pleasure to work with him, because the minute, I guess he noticed us the minute we walked in, and another person approached us. I'm like, no, we're working with him. And we worked, but I decided that's who I wanted to work with, and he was just phenomenal. He's a young black man and wanted to make sure. My husband's like, yeah, work with him. And I was like, okay, will do. So my first Loewe bag, the first of many. So we'll see now that J.W. Anderson has moved on to Dior. Still going to be a Loewe fan. I don't know. We'll see what he produces with Dior. Maybe because I've looked at a Lady Dior in the past. Was a bag I was looking at. And so we'll see if we get a Dior bag, since one of my favorite designers is now moved on. But his legacy continues. And so we're very happy to get my first Loewe bag while I was at Loewe Village. So thank you. And then I think that's the end of all of the items that I was able to purchase in Barcelona. We did the Zara haul. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Please make sure to go back and look at that if you haven't watched that. We also did all of the other designers. Somebody wants to say hello. We did all the other designers as well. Sandro, Arquette, and so I was able to do a little more shopping there, and so I enjoyed all of my shopping and all my birthday gifts, and so to myself, but I will share with you as well in my next video that will come out on Sunday, all the gifts and items, stuff I bought for myself for the month of June, items that I received as gifts from my beautiful niece. I got a beautiful bag from Kurt Geiger. For my daughter, this pair of Adidas that I needed for my workouts, because you guys know I love my workouts. And then from my middle daughter, my second daughter, Megan, I got these beautiful Swarovski earrings. And so, and my birthday gift for my husband, of course, was he paid for the flights as well as the hotel for our trip to Barcelona and carried all the luggage. So it has been a wonderful month of June as we go into July. we'll see what happens, what comes. I did do a little shopping at for the Zara sale, but there's stuff that were already on my wish list and stuff that I couldn't find in Barcelona. So it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. So thank you, and then you'll see the next video will be an actual compilation of all the entire trip. It'll be a vlog of the whole trip for the Barcelona, and then of course what I got in the Zara summer sale. So please like, please comment, please subscribe, and share as we continue to grow the Vibe Tribe.